So, good morning, my dear students. I am really glad to meet you once again. So, I hope that you are being safe, not only you, even your parents, as well as your surroundings. So, before going to discuss the topic today, I just want to say one thing. I think it's very important to you. So, the words must be very genuine. That's everybody knows it's a common criteria in everyone's life, So, there are 5 words. There are 5 words in English that these are all considered to be genuine words. So, there are 5 genuine words in English. What are they? So, may you know it? So, I am ready to tell. So, these words are considered to be the genuine words in English. What are they? Number 1, sorry, excuse me, please, may I. So, these words are considered genuine words in English. So, when we are pronouncing these words, when we are using this word, we must assume ourselves these are all considered to be so genuine. At the same time, the people will coming forward to worship, to give a respect to us. So, most probably, which word can be used frequently in our life? So, everybody knows it, it's a common phenomena. What is it? Sorry. Actually, what is the absolute meaning for sorry? So, hereafter, I shouldn't make these kind of mistakes at the end of my career or in my life. That's why we frequently use the word sorry. But the people, they can use the word of sorry. It's a kind of an instrument for asking excuse to make such a kind of mistakes frequently in the future. So, dear students, so these genuine words, when you are using in your life, you must assume, you must think about yourself. So, hereafter, the word has to be known, a very good value in our life. Okay? Then next, do you hear the word? Did you hear the name of it? Confucius? Yes, sir, we know that word. Confucius means making so much of confusion. No, I am telling that Confucius. So, the man is a Greek philosopher. No, sorry, he is a Chinese philosopher. He has to be considered, he is the first teacher in the world, especially the subject of English, Confucius. So, Chinese philosopher. So, what is his achievement? So, he provided so many statements, not only for the students, even for the teachers, how the teacher should be, as well as how the student should be. So, I think this is a great debates at present in the contemporary society, because the interaction with the teacher as well as the students entirely had a great gap between both of them. Because such a kind of the arrival of culture as well as the making a dominating role of the mass media, it leads the students in a kind of a distracting way. It's a kind of misleading way. So, dear students, you must utilize the media as well as you must know one thing. This media leads us in a right way or to misleading some other. That's very important. Especially the government has announced to prohibit all the Chinese products, even all the Chinese applications in that cell phone, you know that well. So, try to maintain that follow, because we need the integration in our life. Okay, let us go to the concerned topic today. Okay. So, what are the things we are going to discuss today? Today we are going to discuss the 2 major topics. Number 1, starters or otherwise known as beginners. And the second topic is waiting. We can discuss later. Okay, now we go to the first topic. So, what is the meaning of starters? Everybody knows it. When we are using the particular concern thing, it is given in the bracket, we should use the particular thing in the beginning of the sentence. That should be starters. Not only that, I hope that you are all gathering some information in the previous class, right? Yes, thank you. So, now, the starters, this topic is really important to the students. At the same time, this particular grammar is really helpful, especially for the Tamil medium students, because they can easily secure full marks. Basically, these are all the 2-mark grammar. What are the things we are going to see today? Because that particular grammar, it will be asked in the part number 3 it is a part number 2, it is absolutely in the 2 marks. So when the question, it seems to be, the question paper, it seems to be so easy, means absolutely it has a place in the question paper. What is the topic? Beginners or starters. Okay. So basically, grammar. So when the teacher used to teach, is ready to teach the grammar, it has a division. We can see there are 3 divisions in the classes. One division is really concentrating what the teacher is teaching as well as telling some hints. And the second division is really awaiting not only to hear, even it has some distraction to watch the grammar. Then the third category, they don't bother what's happening in the class. It's quite common. But we shouldn't underestimate in 3 divisions of students, because anything, anywhere, anything will happen at any time. Because each and everybody has some unique quality. Okay. So grammar. So starters and beginners. So what's the fundamental rules, sir? Is there any fundamental rules for this grammar? Yes. What is the rule? Rule number 1. When you are giving the answer to the concerned question, the sentence will be changed in the form of interrogative. Actually, they are giving in the kind of sentence. Basically, it's a complex sentence or in if class. But you are changing into the answer, the sentence has completely changed into interrogative. So that's the main thing. How the interrogative sentence should be. So actually, the helping verbs or the main verb can be placed in front of the subject or before the subject. That should be called as an interrogative. Likewise here, so the interrogative is the answer for the question. Right, let us go to the concept today. Okay, see the number 1. Starters and beginners. In the particular grammar, there are only 3 words can be placed. Only 3 helping verbs can be utilized in the particular grammar, starters and beginners. What are the verbs? See, had, and then second one were, and the third one is should. Basically all the verbs, especially these 3 verbs, can be placed in the if class only. Actually today we are going to discuss the topic. Basically it's an if class, but it is a kind of a division. So number 1 starters, then we go to the second topic today. So number 1, what is the topic? Beginners. So we can use only the 3 verbs, had, were and should. So how we can use it, sir? That's the main thing. So that's why I have given the principles or given the memory tips to follow. I think it's very useful to understand what is the basic structure, how to change a sentence into interrogative, or giving the exact answer to the concerned question in the public examination. See, rule number 1. Read that. The rule number 1, present helping verbs should be avoided. So what is the meaning present helping verb? So the helping verb, it must be in the question paper. It must be in the sentence. For example, if I were a teacher, I would teach grammar. Here, which is the helping verb? Were. See that? Helping verb is were there. Then second, someone the sentence. If I had studied well, which is the helping verb, and we used here had. So likewise. So first you find it, which is the helping verb has been used in the particular sentence. You must note it up. Then read the rule number 1. Present helping verb should be removed or to be rejected or deleted. So you must extract the helping verb from the original sentence. That is the rule number 1. Then second, use the given verb. Here the given verb refers to, it is given in the question paper within the brackets. Maybe the were, maybe have, maybe should. So that is called a given verb. So given verb, you must note it up, what is given in the brackets. So use the given verb where in the place of if, because basically in this particular category of this particular grammar, all the sentence will begin with if only. So that's why they are giving the rules. What is the rule? So you can use the given verb in place of if. That's why what you could understand that you must extract if in the sentence. Instead of that particular process, you can use it, the helping verb in the place of if. Basically, where we can see that particular conjunction if only in the beginning of the sentence. So, what is the meaning of it? We can use the helping verb which is given in the bracket, that particular given verb should be used in the beginning of the sentence. That's the main rule. Then third, the auxiliary verb should be checked after writing the answer in your answer script. When you are writing the answer to the concerned grammar, after writing this kind of process, you can check it, right, before you are giving that the test paper to the concerned authority. So, you must check it. So, sir, why it is very important process to know? Because so many students, they have committed mistakes during the public examination, because we have seen almost 10 or 15 years, because they have common grammar. It's a very easy topic to secure full marks. Maybe it has to be considered, it's a grace mark. Likewise, but so many students very lethargically had committed some mistakes so far. So that's why I advise you, my students. So please kindly note down all the major principles in the particular grammar, and you must utilize in your concerned examination. That's the main thing. Then fourth rule, after checking it, give more importance if the sentence is the negative or the third type. If the sentence is given in the form of third type, means third type, you could know that very well. What is the basic formula? Had V3 and then would have plus V3, that is the third type, and fulfilled condition. So if the sentence may be like this, you must need more concentration, because there are a lot of chances to commit mistakes. Otherwise, we can easily secure mark. And one more thing is that if the sentence seems to be negative form means what is given? Maybe the verb should be negative, otherwise the negative form focus in the word of not. If the word not, you can see in the question paper, you must be very careful when you are writing the answer in the particular topic, because there are a lot of chances to commit mistakes. So these are the major principles in the particular grammar, starters and beginners. Okay, right. See, the presenting verb and the given verb and the auxiliary verb should be checked. And then fourth rule is give more importance to these two categories. Now we are going to discuss the examples. So before saying the example, I just give a little bit of a key how we can easily get full marks in the particular, at the same time how we can simply avoid to commit mistakes. So just remember in your mind what I am saying, only the two things. Delete the two major things. These particular principles I concised for the welfare of you. I am telling now only the two major rules. Number one, delete two major things. What are they? See the question number 1. Right. See the question number 1. If I were a doctor, I would help the poor. What is the meaning of it? If I were a doctor, I would help the poor. Here the sentence denotes which kind of condition, what type of condition it is. It is an imaginary condition. So, if I were a doctor, I would give the free treatment. If I were a doctor, I would give the free treatment to the concerned poor people. Means, actually what they are giving the sentence in the bracket. So, the sentence should be like that in the public examination. They are giving the sentence like this. How? If I were a doctor, I would help the poor. Within the bracket, they are giving the auxiliary verb or the helping verb, where. Now, you could understand the two major things. See, what is the helping verb can be used in the sentence. See, find it. Here the helping verb is where. Is it right? Yes, sir. Okay. Basically, what is given in the question that I am telling about the auxiliary verb. What type of auxiliary verb has been given in the question, that will be given in the bracket also. So that means what? So we can use, see, this is the present verb, that is a given verb. So you can extract the two major things from the original sentence. What are they? Number 1, extract if and the presenting verb or presenting helping verb. So extract it, delete it, skip it. So you must extract the two things from the sentence. So delete if and where. How now? How the sentence should be? I, a doctor. Is it right? Yes, sir. Because I extracted the two major things. One is if is in conjunction. So I deleted the conjunction if. At the same time, sir, I deleted the auxiliary verb or the helping verb where. Okay, it's the right process. So delete if as well as the helping verb. That is the rule number 1. Then second, use the given verb in place of if. Already we have seen it, right? In the major principle. Here, see if is here. So what is given in the bracket? Where. So you can use that particular auxiliary verb where in the place of here only, right? So now what is the answer? Where. Now read the sentence. Where I a doctor. Because you shouldn't use one more the auxiliary verb here. If you are using that particular, the sentence is wrong. That's the main thing. See, you are extracting the two major things. Number 1, the conjunction if, and number 2, the auxiliary verb or the helping verb where. This is the first process. You must do it when you are writing the answer. Extract the two things. Okay, you extracted these two things. Then process number 2, only the 2 process. The process number 2, you can use the given verb in the bracket in the place of if only. You shouldn't use this kind of auxiliary verb not after the subject. The auxiliary verb or the helping verb should be used before the subject. Here, which is the subject here? I is in subject, right? I is in subject. So that's why you can use the helping verb in front of the subject. Now you read the sentence, where are you doctor? So that's why you could understand that now the sentence has become as an interrogative or not? Yes, it becomes an interrogative. Now what is the absolute answer for the question, where are you doctor? And then I would help the poor. You needn't change anything what is given after the symbol of comma, because that should be considered main class. So the main process you could know, because I have given so many examples here. So first example we must be detailed, then only you could understand, and you must ready to answer what may be come for this question. See, the first question is answer, I think you could understand. Delete the two things, the conjunction if as well as the helping verb. That is the first process. The process number 2, use the given verb in the bracket, right? The verb should be where? In the place of if only. Now you read the answer, where are you doctor, comma, I would have helped the poor. This is the answer for this question. So I think this is a very simple thing to write. That's what I told you already. Because the sentences seems to be very easy, means it comes the lethargic manner automatically. If the question paper is too difficult, means you have given more concentration, because you have to secure more. You have to more concentration. See, now this particular sentence is very simple to give the right answer. You must ready, and when I am telling the answer, you must assume yourself and you have to prevail this. See, if you had rain fast, you would have caught the bus. This is a conditional clause third type. How you can find it? Because what is the rule of conditional clause third type? Had V3 and then would have plus V3. So the catch, that is the V3 of, the caught is the V3 of catch. So if you had rain fast, you would have caught the bus. So what is the verb will be given? What is the verb should be there in the bracket? It's no doubt about it. The word should be had. So begins with had, it must be here in the public. Now you must write the answer for this question. Process number 1. What is the process number 1? You must delete the two things. What are the things? The conjunction if must be deleted. And actually the helping verb must be there in the question. That should be deleted. The two things are deleted. The process number 1 is going to be over. Then the process number 2, right? Now you write the answer. You run fast, and then the main class will become automatically. Now what type of helping verb you must use here? Had, because it is given in the bracket. So you can write had. The answer, the word had. The first letter should be capital, not in small. Now you read the answer. Had you run fast, you would have caught the bus. That is the answer. When you are writing the answer, I already gave the principle of rule of what is it? After writing the answer, you must check it. So what is the verb as given? Had run. That is the conditional clause third type. When you are writing the answer, the condition shouldn't change. That's very important. See, had as well as run is here. So had V3 is there. So we didn't change the condition, but we simply changed the sentence into an interrogative sentence. That is the answer for this question. Had you run far, you would have caught the bus. Now the sentence number 3. Find it. If he should need to meet me, contact this number. So what the verb should be there? Should. So there is a bubbly question. So you begins with the sentence should. So when you are going to write the answer, you give more concentration this kind of sentence because it makes you confusion. See. So already the verb is there should and conjunction is there if. So delete the two things if and should and then write begins with a should means see the answer should he need to meet me, the main class will become automatically. So that is the answer for this question. Should he need to meet me? That is the answer. It's a very important thing, right? Don't forget. The last one, because there is no place to write the answer, that's why we simply discuss. See, if she had not had a cell phone, she would not have attended the online classes. So begins with what the question may be, begins with had. So now you are writing the answer. Now you must write, you are telling the answer for the exact, see, delete the two things. What is the answer for this? Had she not had, is it right or wrong? Had she not had, that is the absolute answer for this question. Because we deleted these two things. See, you might have confused because the two hads are used here. So you must clarify your doubts. The first had denotes the condition of third type, if class, third type. Then second, because this had function here as a main verb. So don't confuse. This is the main verb, this is an auxiliary verb. So you are extracting this auxiliary verb only. So if deleted and had also deleted and then write the answer she. Now you read the answer. Had she not had a cell phone, she would not have attended the online classes. So these are all most important for this particular topic. I think you could understand these things. Okay. Now we are going to see some of the beautiful topic. I think it's very familiar to understand. That is also considered to be based on if class. Okay. See that. Number 1. So I think you might have remembered these things. The three verbs has to be used, had, were and should. The principles I could say that what is it? The two process must be followed. One thing, the conjunction as well as the helping verb should be deleted, and the second thing, the given verb has to be used in the place of if only. Okay. Now we are going to see the second topic today. What is the topic? See, inversion. Actually, what is the meaning of inversion? Basically, the inversion topic has to be considered the topic. Beginners, starters or inversion, both are synonym. But you could know the difference. That's why I gave some introduction that. So inversion. Actually, this particular topic, you can assume yourself what is that if class. That's enough. Not to be the inversion. Because inversion is that particular topic. So there are three major topics are there, starters and beginners or inversion. All the things are same. When they are asking the question in inversion, you can write that kind of answer. Now we are going to see the if class. Okay. I think this particular question you might have across in 10th standard because very important grammar. So that particular grammar, again I am telling the two or major things has to be followed. Number 1, first, this is also may come under the 2 mark question. First you read the question carefully. The two sentences will be given in the question paper, right? The two sentences must be in the past tense. No doubt. The two sentences must be in the past tense. Read. He studied well, he passed. The two sentences, the past tense or maybe in the future or something, both the sentences are in past. How you can find? See, studied and passed. So can we place that V2 is the right explanation for this? Because V1 means present tense, V2 means past tense, V3 means past participle. Okay. So the two things are in V2. If the sentences are in V2, we can convert the sentence into V3. That is a common principles in grammar. Okay. Now, what type of questions they may ask? All the questions are very simple, but those things you have to give much importance to the concern. Right. When you are seeing the question paper, I am telling very carefully listen. When you are seeing the question paper, read the sentence carefully. The two sentences are in past tense. At the same time, how the questions may ask? They are giving the two sentences at the same time in the bracket they are giving use if class. If it means you can change into this kind of category, not that. Okay. So see, two sentences are in past tense. If you are finding this kind of form, see, you got to follow these things, these principles in that particular. Number one, the two sentences, yes sir, you are telling absolutely is right, the two sentences are in past tense, we could find, right? Then, and then you can find whether the sentence may be positive or negative. Sir, the sentence is positive, that means you can change the sentence into the answer as a negative. If the sentence is negative, the answer must come in positive. You can change the answer into contrast. Positive means negative, negative means positive. That is the thing. If the sentence seems to be positive, you can change it negative, or in case negative means positive. Then third, use the if clause third type formula. That's the main thing in the particular topic. You can use the main formula in the conditional clause third type only. What is the formula of this? See, had plus V3 would have plus V3. I think you could know because this is a basic grammar, basic formula, it's in the particular if clause, third type. So the third type formula it is given here. See, once again recollect it. Had V3 would have plus V3. V3 means past participle. Okay. Now I am giving the example. You must first you understand only one sentence is enough, because the remaining things you can easily give the exact answer. See the question number 1. What I told, the two sentences must be in past tense. See, he did not tell his problem. The sentence is present tense or past tense? Past tense, because the keyword did not tell. So did not tell means told. Okay. So did not tell. Okay. Then second, I was not able to help him. Here the was, that is also past tense. So the two sentences are in V2. Right? The rule number 1 is applicable. Then second thing, and you must find the sentence are positive or negative. So you have some doubts, sir. It has any chances to come, one sentence must be negative and other sentence must be positive in the question? No way. If the sentence is negative means the two sentences must be in negative. Okay. If the sentence is positive, that means the two sentences must be positive. There is no chance to come one sentence is negative and other sentence is positive. No way. Okay. Now read it. So the two sentences are positive or negative. The two sentences are in negative form because the keyword did not tell, was not able. So the two things are negative form in the past tense. Now you are writing the answer. What is the formula? You can use it. You can use the third type formula. What is the formula is given? Had V3 and would have plus V3. Now see the answer for this. So they may ask this kind of question in the bracket. What they used to write that use if clause. So we can begin the sentence with the use of if. Okay. See the answer. If, see the subject there. What is the subject? He. The pronoun is the subject. If he, the conditional clause third type formula had plus V3. Is it right? Okay. So what you have done here, comparing this particular sentence, you are extracting the negative form of the key not into the answer. You are using positive. So you are deleted the particular negative not. You are extracted because we are going to change these sentences into positive. That's why the two things has to be deleted. So if he had told his problem, I would, because the formula. So the first sentence may undercome had plus V3. Then second sentence must come would have plus V3. Now see that, let's check it. Had plus V3, because the told here, that is the V3 form of tell. So had V3 here would have plus V3. Would have. What is the B form verb? Was. So was is in V2 form. What is the V3 form of the auxiliary verb? Was means been. So that is an V3. That's what I gave here. When you are seeing these two auxiliary verb in this kind of question, you must need the real concentration to be there, been, instead of was or were. Okay, right. Then second thing. The sun was bright. Before seeing that, you must read it. It is given in the negative form, it is given in the positive form. See, now read it. If he had told his problem, I would have been able to help him. It is completely positive, but actually the question is given in negative form. Then second, the sun was bright, positive. The pictures came out well, that is also positive. So we can change into negative form. When you are changing the sentence into negative form, we can use what type of verb that should be there. If the sun was, okay, so was is on V2. Already I told you, when you are saying the auxiliary verb was means, you can change into been when you are writing the answer, and the negative form not, because the sentences are positive. So you can give the answer for this in negative. So that's why I mention here not. So the sun was bright. How you can change it? If the sun had not been bright, the pictures would not have come out well. See, the sun was bright, the pictures came out well. If the sun had not been bright, is there any possibility that all the pictures very clear? No. That's why I gave. If the sun had not been bright, the pictures would not have come. Actually, the come is in V3 form of come. So come is in V3 here. Been is in V3. Had V3 and would have plus V3. So I think you could understand that. The last two sentences. She did not have enough money and she did not help the poor. So actually the two sentences are given in the negative form. Now read the answer. If she had, I think you could guess. So why the two hats are placing here? Because she did plus have considered to had, right? The sentence is negative, so we can change into positive. That's why we extracted had in the sentence. Then second, what is the formula of third type? Had plus V3, because here had is in according to the formula. Here the had is in function as the main verb. That's what I gave it. If he had enough money, she would have helped the poor. That is the answer. C, would have helped. And the last sentence, the shopkeeper did not lock the door. Here the word is did not lock. And the second sentence, precious articles were stolen. See, where means how you can change, been. Okay, now see the answer for this. If the shopkeeper, basically he didn't lock. If he locked, what will happen? See, that is a condition. If the shopkeeper had locked the door, if the shopkeeper had locked the door, precious articles would not have been stolen. Would not have been stolen. It is entirely the negative into the positive sentence. So the question is negative. So we are writing the answer into positive. So these are these kind of sentences must be used in your textbook. So dear students, I think today we are going to discuss the two major topics. Number one, starters, beginners or inversion, and number two, use if clause, that should be in conditional clause third type. I think these two topics are really most important in public. If they are asking this particular, they won't ask like this. So there are a lot of chances to come in the public when you are writing the public examination. So kindly go through these things, especially comparing this particular grammar. This grammar is most important for asking in the public. So the major things you must follow, how you can change it. So let's see the video and then compare it, how the answer has to be changed like that. If you have any doubts, you can contact me. I will ready to clarify your doubts at any time. So thank you so much. Take care of yourself. So we will meet in the next class, and then bye from Venkatesh. Thank you so much.